But if he ugly, you ain't gonna do that too fast.
Ain't it other things that make you want to stay?
But they weren't together that long. Yes. So yes, there are other things, but I don't know what she based it on.
Looking at Aunt Charles. Now you help. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with my girl Renicia. Ray. I'm eating snow crab and tiger shrimp in homemade Alfredo sauce.
I'm eating Mediterranean, so I have some falafel, some tahini, on top of some rice and some vegetables.
Hi. So she's vegan, okay? So sorry to do this to you. But yeah, and then today we're gonna do a story time. But I need to taste this real quick. Girl, you better taste your food, girl. I know it's gonna drip. And where did I put my plate? Y'all see how big this is and juicy? It's huge, like a hoop earring. Let me put it up your. So, true crime story time. You ready? She ain't heard this story before. I know she ain't heard it. Okay. So there was this girl. Always starts with this girl, and she grew up always saying that she was gonna do her best, to give her best, and get her best. So as an adult, she was an entrepreneur. She started out with a clothing line, rented out of her home, and her sister helped her because she was doing real good numbers, and she ended up getting a storefront. So she's doing real good for herself. Okay. Now, she wanted to continue to find new avenues and streams of revenue, so she got certified in doing taxes. Well, we already know the tax lady make a whole lot of money, okay? Tax lady sitting on it. And she, again, was already making good money from her business, so boom. She's very successful. These are lobster tails, I'm so sorry.
They big enough.
So good. Okay. So boom. She got her 2 careers. She does have a daughter. Now, it didn't start from the very beginning of her timeline, so her daughter is 17 years old. Okay. She meets this guy. They hit it off, honey. They hit it off. But then he gets arrested. Why? I don't remember. It's not that important, but I don't remember. But he got arrested or whatever and had to do 5 years. Baby, she was holding him down them 5 years. You talking about 5 years you going away and we just started dating? Baby, she held him down, okay? So when it was time to go pick him up, like, she was recording, she was excited, of course. That's her man. And she ain't, been with him for that long. Okay, cool. Most of the stuff that she did, she recorded and was on live. She is a businesswoman. She sells her own clothing line. So she, is very active in social media. Now, when he gets out of jail, of course he don't got nobody job. He ain't working. So she just taking care of him. She didn't care. She loved him. She loved that man, baby. She loved that man. You can't tell me nothing about my man. So, maybe like a week after he got out, they went to the courthouse and got married. Okay. So, they wanted to do it, you know, something traditional as well. So about a year later, they went ahead and had what was a beautiful wedding. It looked so nice. No, he did not pay anything towards this wedding. She funded it. But that was my man. She loved him. That's her husband.
So he still ain't got no
He
job?
ain't got nobody job. Okay. So, like throughout their marriage, she would just post a whole lot of stuff like, you know, I love my husband, like God really did his big one with this. You know, saying how blessed she is. And don't get me wrong, just because a man don't have a job don't mean he ain't ish, okay? But what are you doing, you know, during that time? Because I'm working. I'm in my bag. So what are you doing while I'm working? That's my question. That's just me. Okay. So they going on these nice, beautiful trips, okay? Riding the horses in the ocean, poop. Baby, I ain't never lived like that a day in my life. Not riding no horse in the ocean. Riding the horse in the ocean. She takes him to the nicest places, and she always makes sure to speak highly of him anytime she's speaking about him. So, you know, on one of his birthdays, she ended up taking him out of the country. And y'all, when I saw this, I was beyond me. His birthday gift. So they're sitting at the table or whatever. And he's not like paying her no attention. He's just looking around at everything else, you know. And she got you out the country for your birthday. I know they flew. They wasn't in coach. They probably wasn't. But he's just looking around, and she's like, babe, here's your birthday gift. He turned around and looked in. When he opened it, it was a Bible. It was a Bible. And when he opened it, she gave him 10 bands and a new wedding ring. 10 bands cash. Now she couldn't fit the whole 10 bands in there, but the other, you know, the rest was in her purse.
That was inside of the bottle?
A new wedding ring. And yes. So she's like, you know, you can spend it on whatever you want, babe. You know, it's all about you. You're my king. I love you. Celebrating him for his birthday. Baby, he was showered with gifts. Versace robes and pants and anything that they had that was top of the line, he had it. I don't know about that one. I mean, shit. God, no. You gonna buy me some Versace? I need somebody to get me some, okay? But nevertheless, she took real good care of that man. Like, you could tell that she really loved him. Even, you know, just the post that she would put, not necessarily the gifts, but like, she even bought a house before he got out so that her daughter would be comfortable. She was like, you know, I don't want to be in the hood no more. Got a nice house right before he got out so he would have somewhere to lay his head comfortably. Okay. So, to all her family, or at least the ones her age, or around her age, they made it seem like, you know, everything was perfect. Like her sister would say, like he seemed sweet, like he was quiet around them, you know, and like he was shy, like he was, you know, real quiet around them, like their relationship was great, like he was cool, he was chill, you know, whatever. And a lot of people will show you who they want you to see, okay? So, but she did like talk. She did have, I think, one of her cousins that she spoke to that she might have told a little bit more to, but everybody doesn't know, and she didn't speak on where I saw the episode.
Don't know what. He ain't working.
Well, like what their relationship was outside of how they made it seem, because you know, I might tell you something. That don't mean I'm gonna tell everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be. I mean, it's good to a certain extent to be mindful of who you tell certain things, because you really cannot trust a lot of people. I wish that she would have trusted her sister a little bit more. So let's get into that. So the dynamic of their relationship on social media started to change a little bit. Like, she would say, like, she was always speaking highly of him, but then out of nowhere it was, you know, when you, I don't want to, I'm sick of giving my all, I'm not getting in return. It started to seem like he might have been accusing her of cheating on him, because she was like, why would I leave my steak to mess with some shrimps?
Because that steak ain't doing that.
That must be
That tough piece.
That's a what's it called? Salisbury steak. That's a Salisbury steak. Or whatever. So it was kind of like she was trying to show, like, tell him, you know, things subliminally. Or whatever. Okay. So, she ended up telling him she wanted a divorce. Now, when you got somebody who is providing for you in almost every aspect of your life, you don't want them to go. And what's crazy about it to me is how he wasn't really showing her that much attention, which you can see throughout the episode. He wasn't really showing her very much attention. Like, he didn't praise her on social media the way that she praised him. And when she started talking about that, you know, how she felt on social media, for real, the only thing that he was posting was, yeah, you held me down through thick and through thin, and I just need you to overlook the obstacles and keep focusing on love. I'm sorry, what? Because basically to me it sounds like you're telling me to not worry about whatever it is that you're doing. Okay, don't worry about the obstacles and focus on love. That's all one and the same. Anywho, okay, so he didn't want to hear all that. So he like, you know, will you meet up with me? I just want to talk or whatever. And she didn't really want to, but she ended up going ahead and going. You know, that's still her husband. So she went. So she got out of her car. Got in the car with him. And he asked her again, like, you sure you really want to get a divorce? And he was like, she was like, yeah. So he drove off. And while she in the car, she like, okay, where we going? What's going on here? He shoots her in the chest, pushes her out of the car, and drives away. Now, I guess everybody kind of lives locally, because her brother and sister saw him walking in the street and was like, yo, you know, you seen my sister? I think it might have been the next day. And he's like, no, I don't know where she at. It could have been the same day, y'all. This man walks the streets all the way to the barbershop. The barbershop? So I'm laying out here cold, dead in the grass, and you at the barbershop?
Why you walk?
Left it, went back, took his car home, and started walking around. So her family started getting messages about a body being found, because they saw her car. They found her car at his house, but she was nowhere to be found. About 3 minutes away from his house. When I say his house, I mean his dad's house. He don't got nobody's money, nobody's job.
I was about to say, you mean they have their house?
At his daddy's house. They find her body. So the police, there are cameras in the area, so they could see, like, oh, you know, she got into his car, never came back. They searched his car, her shoes are there, so they know he did it. Now, this happened in 2022. They didn't say nothing about sentencing or anything like that. But I mean, I think it's just sad. You can love somebody and give them everything in the world, but they could sit there and take your life. Her sister was like, you could have beat her up. You could have took her hands, her feet. Why did you have to take my sister?
Because either way, he's going to still be out of help.
Yeah. One of the theories was because she took care of him so well, he didn't want her to take care of nobody else like that.
What did he go to jail for?
The first time? I don't know. I don't remember. I think it might have been robbery or something. It definitely wasn't murder. But and two, I feel like he was like, well, shoot, I did that 5 years. I can go back. I don't care. But that's what it seemed like to me. But I found this on YouTube, y'all, and it is called Narcissistic True Crime.
So he was a narcissist?
The reason that they say he was a narcissist is because if he wasn't getting showered with attention, he didn't want nothing to do with it. And they believe that he's the reason why she praised him so highly on social media and on camera, because he wanted her to uphold him in a certain light.
This is based off assumption?
Well, most of from what I saw, because mind you, I didn't write the shit. I just watched it on YouTube. So most of the information they got is from the family and from her actual social media account. Like throughout the episode, they were showing like her lives, they post on Facebook and all that. I really wish they could have got into her cell phone. I feel like that would have unlocked a lot of, you know. And they might have, I don't know. I'm assuming it's still ongoing because they didn't say how long he got.
So she met him, still stayed with him through the 5 years he was locked up, got out of jail, and when he got him, fixed him up basically, went to the courthouse, got married. A year later they had a little regular ceremony.
And not even a whole year later, she's killed. Now, what do you look at? What are narcissistic qualities that you think? Because I look at stuff about it, and then in that moment I'll be like, oh my gosh, it's crazy. And then I'll forget.
I would have to just learn a bit more about him, because right now it's kind of just up in the air. I don't know why she took so long. I don't know why she took so long as far as taking care of him or waiting on him to reciprocate something. I was waiting on the part for you to tell me what he did for her birthday. I assumed nothing.
They ain't shown none of that. But how much could he do? I feel like financially maybe not, but maybe he felt like she went so above and beyond that whatever he did for her wouldn't be enough.
So she was praising him. What did he? I want to know what he did.
That's exactly what I'm trying to understand, and I feel like that's a lot of the reason why they tried to say her praising him in public was more so for his benefit, to make him feel better, because the family didn't even say that, baby. There was no, like, how she treated him and showed the stuff that she did for him on social media, he did not reciprocate that at all.
He was a house husband?
Basically.
He didn't have no kids, so.
He had daddy issues. I know that for sure. And then he tried to say he was on PCP when he did that to her. But he has videos of him on social media on PCP. So it's not like he got into it and didn't know what, how his body would react. But I just think it's crazy. And
what he looked like. On a scale of 1 to 10, what he looked like.
I can't be rating these men out here. I'm married.
He in jail.
Even if he was out. On a scale of 1 to 10, not my type.
I hope not.
Not my type.
I'm still waiting on the answer.
He might have been cute to you. I'll show him to you. I'll show him to you. My hand's too bad right now, but I'll show him to you. But yeah, I don't know. Just ladies, be careful. Be mindful. Pick up on those red flags. It's not always easy to know. You fall in love with somebody and maybe your eyes, it'll be a veil over your eyes. It just happens. But
he had to be cute, but there ain't no way if she cute. And then she didn't know him that long. And he done went to jail.
Why do you think he gotta be cute? You don't think there's other things in a relationship that'll make somebody want to stay besides money and your looks?
Let me know. Was it in the store?
It wasn't in the store, but I'm saying there's other things that could make you want to stay with somebody, ain't it?
But if he ugly, you ain't gonna get too fast.
Ain't it other things that make you want to stay?
But they weren't together that long. Yes. So yes, there are other things, but I don't know what she based it on.
Looking at her and Charles. Now you help me understand. Okay, but I mean, not to say that he might have been treating her great in the beginning. He might have been working in the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Gosh.
So whatever he was doing made her wait 5 years. But it's crazy that y'all had a longer relationship if you locked up than you out. That must have been good because you're looking at that plate like you want some more.
I want to say, Charles,
your lunch is ready. Girl, she another story. Well, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and put video ideas. Bye.
You got Presbyterian, which is about 20 minutes away. And a piece